We come together tonight for the story, the creation of the world. Tonight we begin at the very beginning. Before the mountains, before the oceans, before the stars filled the night sky, there was only quiet. The world had not yet taken shape. The earth was without form, and darkness covered the deep waters. Everything was still. Everything was silent. The waters stretched across the earth. No wind moved. No animals walked the land. No birds flew through the sky. The universe waited in stillness, and the Spirit of God moved gently upon the face of the waters. Then something beautiful happened. God spoke, and his voice brought the first change to the world. God said, "Let there be light." And suddenly light appeared. Soft light filled the darkness. The darkness that once covered everything began to fade. Light spread across the world like the first morning. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness. The light he called day. The darkness he called night. For the first time, the rhythm of time began. Day would come, and then night would follow. Evening passed, morning came, and the first day was complete. The earth was still mostly water. Deep waters stretched across the world, but God spoke again. Let there be a space between the waters, and the waters began to separate. Some waters moved upward, some waters remained below. Between them a great open sky appeared. This wide open space stretched across the earth. It became the heavens. The sky was vast and peaceful. One day clouds would drift across it. One day birds would fly through it. But for now it rested quietly above the waters. Evening passed. Morning came, and the second day was complete. Now the waters beneath the sky began to gather together. Slowly they moved into great seas. As the waters pulled back, something new appeared. Dry land began to rise. Mountains lifted themselves toward the sky. Valleys stretched across the earth. Fields spread wide across the land. The dry land God called earth, and the gathered waters he called seas. God looked upon the earth and saw that it was good, but the land was still empty. So God spoke once more. Let the earth bring forth grass. Let plants grow. Let trees rise from the ground. And suddenly the earth came alive. Soft green grass spread across the land. Plants grew quietly in the soil. Trees stretched their branches toward the sky. Some trees carried fruit. Others carried seeds. The world began to feel alive. The wind moved through leaves. The earth became full of color and life. God saw that it was good. Evening passed, morning came, and the third day was complete. The sky above the earth was wide and open, but now God filled it with light. He placed a great light in the heavens to rule the day. This light became the sun. Its warm light would shine upon the earth. It would guide the passing of days and seasons. Then God placed another light in the sky, a gentler light to shine through the night. This light became the moon, and beyond the moon something even more wonderful appeared. Stars filled the heavens, thousands upon thousands of quiet lights, each star placed carefully in the sky. Each star shining softly in the darkness. The night sky became beautiful and endless. God saw that it was good. Evening passed, morning came, and the fourth day was complete. Now the seas that covered the earth began to fill with life. God spoke again. Let the waters bring forth living creatures, and the oceans began to move with life. Fish swam through the deep waters. Great creatures moved slowly through the seas. Small fish swam in shining schools. Life filled the oceans from the smallest streams to the deepest waters. Then God turned his attention to the sky. Let birds fly above the earth, and birds filled the heavens. They spread their wings across the sky. They flew above the oceans. They glided over forests and rivers. Their songs filled the air. God blessed them. He told them to multiply and fill the sky and the seas. Evening passed, morning came, and the fifth day was complete. Now the earth itself began to fill with living creatures. God spoke once more, "Let the earth bring forth animals," and animals began to appear across the land. Gentle animals walked across the fields. Wild animals moved quietly through the forests. Small creatures crawled across the ground, each one different, each one carefully created. The earth was now full of life. But there was still one final creation. God said something special. "Let us make man in our image." And so humanity was created. Men and women were given life. They were given the gift of thought and understanding. They were given the responsibility to care for the earth. They would walk among the forests. They would watch over the animals. They would live beside the rivers and mountains. God looked upon everything he had made, the earth, the seas, the sky, the sun and moon, the stars, the animals, and humanity, and he saw that it was very good. Evening passed, morning came, and the sixth day was complete. Now the work of creation was finished. The earth was full of life. Rivers flowed through valleys. Trees moved gently in the wind. Animals wandered across the land. Birds flew across the sky. The sun warmed the earth. The moon watched over the quiet night, and the stars shone peacefully above. On the seventh day, God rested, not because he was tired, but because the work was complete. He blessed the seventh day and made it a day of rest, a day of peace, a day of quiet, a day to pause and reflect. The world had been created slowly, one day at a time. Light came after darkness, life came after emptiness, and rest came after the work was finished. And tonight, as you listen to this story, you can rest the same way, slowly, gently, one breath at a time, just as the world was formed in peace. Your night can also be peaceful. Your thoughts can settle. Your body can relax. And your mind can drift into rest. The same God who created the stars watches over the night, and you can sleep peacefully. Psalms for rest and peace. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though the waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of God. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. Be still, and know that I am God. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore. Closing prayer for sleep. Heavenly Father, thank you for this quiet moment. Thank you for the peace that comes from your word. As the night grows calm, bring rest to every person listening. Let their thoughts grow quiet. Let their worries fade away. Fill their hearts with peace. Watch over their homes tonight. Guard their minds and comfort their hearts. May their sleep be peaceful, and may